Commission. I want to thank the city commissioners for taking time out of their day to be here. Madam Clerk, will you note the attendance for the record?
Attendance noted.
And then Ted's bringing me an agenda. I didn't have that. We're going to start off by having public comments. Are there any public comments? We're first having a joint meeting of the City Commission and the Planning Commission to review our capital improvement program for 2025 through 2030. Any public comments? Good. Next item on our agenda would be to have any commissioners who would like to make a comment, question, or clarification for the record. Are there any commission comments? Good. Next item on our agenda is be approving the capital improvement program. Is there anyone that would like to move that we approve the program?
Should everybody receive them?
So moved? Or does it have to be a commissioner? Sorry.
No, it can be any of us.
Okay.
So we have a motion on the floor. Do we have support?
Support.
Roger has supported, or John Godfrey has supported. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing none, would you please signify by saying aye if you're in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? And Madam Clerk, please note for the record, it was unanimous. I believe, Ted, we have concluded everything on the agenda. We have public comments again?
Hold on just a second, Mayor.
Okay. We have commissioners' comments. Are there any commission comments?
Okay.
I'm not seeing none. Are there any public comments? I don't want to deny anyone the opportunity to speak.
You have commission comment?
John?
The only thing I'd like to say would be to congratulate staff again for the effort they put forth in amassing this document. It's a lot of work, and they do it diligently every year. Thank you to the committee.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Godfrey. Any other commission comments? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm very sorry. We should have the staff report. Aaron, would you please? Thank you very much. I'm very sorry.
No, you're fine. I thought I was going to get off scot-free.
Oh, we're going to put you on the spot.
Thank you, planning commissioners and city commissioners, for this opportunity to discuss the 6-year capital improvement program. We'll be, well, we've already approved it, so we're looking for planning commission recommendation of adoption to the city commission. This document would not be possible without the coordinating efforts of our budget officer in the finance department, Barb Deering, and Chad Frayne, our information technology department director. A big thank you also goes out to Travis and the planning department for ensuring that all projects fit within the city's master plan, and to Katie Norton and the print shop for putting all these books together. A capital improvement program is a multi-year plan identifying capital projects proposed to be funded during the planning period. A capital project is undertaken to acquire or build a non-recurring, long-lived, expensive asset. This planning document represents a long-term blueprint for capital needs, prioritizing those needs with ability to pay. The approval of this document does not equal project approval or inclusion in the fiscal year budget. I want to stress that. Limited resources continue to challenge the city to make difficult funding decisions involving allocations of resources between operational and capital costs. The CIP process provides a structure for developing and prioritizing the capital needs of the city. It enables policymakers to see the complete picture of the city's capital needs. It is in this spirit that this document has been developed. Whether an individual project is funded or not becomes a budgetary decision each year during the budget process. The CIP process provides an opportunity to study and evaluate the capital needs of the city, especially as they relate to the master plan. The preparation of this document is in compliance with the Michigan Municipal Planning Commission Act and is a tool and resource used throughout the fiscal year. Bond rating agencies put a high value on the planning process and the document itself, and regularly request a copy during their annual surveillance. This document formalizes and consolidates all the capital improvement projects throughout all city departments and component units, and provides a comprehensive summary of the capital needs of the city for the next 6 years. Details of projects for inclusion in the CIP come from departments and component units themselves. As the needs and priorities of the community change, so too does the funding and prioritization of the capital assets. The priority-based budgeting scoring mechanism, which we've talked about with the City Commission, is used to score and evaluate all capital projects included in this plan. For the last 7 years that we have used the priority-based budgeting model to prioritize projects included in the annual CIP, only new projects were scored against the PBB results. With the adoption of new results in 2021 by the City Commission, each new project is scored by the submitting department as well as a seven-member cross-functional review team. A consensus score amongst those 7 people is what you see in this document for all 251 projects. The summary document on page 19 through 24 shows all 251 projects with a total for the 6-year period of just over $476 million, of which $177.5 million are reflected as funded and $298.5 million are not. Page 24 shows totals for each of the 6 years of the plan. And once again, please know that projects shown as funded in this document are not automatically included in the department's annual budget. There's a separate budget process that culminates in the annual adopted budgets by the City Commission. This document is a guide and a summary of needs across the organization, not a budget document. And at that point, I'd ask for any questions.
Are there any questions of our, what is your title now, Aaron?
Revenue Services Director.
Revenue Services Director, yes. Thank you, Aaron. Any questions? Aaron, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Aaron, any comments by the commission again? Not seeing any, we're going to adjourn the meeting, and I'm going to turn it over to Lynn Moore-Gray, who's the Planning Commission Chairperson, and we're going to start our meeting now.
They need to leave.
All right, I'm going to see if the commissioners want to step out or stay or what they're doing.
Thank you.
I know.
It's like leave.
Thank you.
Went real
Thank you.
fast. Thanks.
Thank you for the eggs, Commissioner.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You brought me some eggs.
All right, we're going to call this meeting of the Planning Commission for Wednesday, December 20th to order. It is 4 p.m. and we'll have you note well, it's just after 4 p.m. Note the attendance.
Attendance noted.
All right. Then we will go through our agenda as printed. First up is the approval of the minutes for November 15, 2023.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that the minutes be approved as presented.
Support.
Get it?
It's been moved and properly supported to approve the minutes for November 15th. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carries unanimously. Is there any correspondence today?
No correspondence.
Next up, additions or deletions to the agenda.
No additions, no deletions.
Thank you. Next up is the public hearing deliberations, first for the capital improvement program for the fiscal year 2025 through 2030. I believe we already approved the movement from us as a body to the full commission.
So for the purposes of the Planning Commission, the Planning Commission's required to actually host a public hearing on it during the regular meeting, so we'll just have you just open a public hearing. If there's any public comment, take public comment on the item. And then following the close of the hearing, we'll just have the Planning Commission provide a recommendation to the City Commission.
Thank you so much. We'll open this public hearing on the capital improvement program for fiscal years 2025 through 2030. Are there any public comments at this time? Going once, going twice, 3 times. Thank you so much. We'll close the public hearing on that. And then this has already been voted to move forward to the City Commission during the joint commission meeting just prior to this Planning Commission meeting. Next up, we'll open the public hearing for the special use permit S0823, special use permit planned unit residential development. I'll turn it over to staff for a report.
Yep, so this proposed project is set along the east side of Helmer Road between Gethings Road and Watkins Road. The applicant is proposing a total of 29 new 2-family dwelling units, so a total of 58 dwelling units. What the applicant is proposing falls within what the R1A zoning district would allow in terms of density. The property is large enough to support a total of 92 units. The applicant, of course, is proposing 58. The applicant is proposing, under the planned unit residential development ordinance, no variations from the underlying zoning requirements. So they're not seeking any additional density bonuses. They're not seeking any variances from setback requirements or any of the other requirements of the ordinance. With that in mind, staff recommends approval of the item. I believe the applicant is here to speak on the item today.
Yes, absolutely. Would the petitioner like to step forward? Mr. Canton?
Scott Ganton, Lakeview Assisted Living, 14661 South Helmer. Mr. Mayor and Chairman Gray and Planning Commission, thank you for letting us bring this before you today. We are proposing to build duplex townhomes for seniors. I think probably most of you know what we've done through the years on Helmer, and it's a wonderful neighborhood down through there, and I think it's a beautiful entryway into the city of Battle Creek. I do have extra land that has a house currently in the front of it. I own the house as well, and we would like to continue to grow and give housing for the seniors in Battle Creek that want to come in and live near their loved ones, and to keep seniors in Battle Creek as well. And I think in your packets you'll see the site plan and some elevation drawings and so on and so forth. They'll be done very nicely, and I think we'll do a first-class neighborhood there. And ultimately, we want it to be adult living, seniors. I think there's a real need for it. I think the demographic shows it. At Lakeview, we stay full, and I think for an independent element, I think it would be wonderful to have it on the Helmer corridor. So, any questions?
Just wanted to note, you had reviewed the conditions and are comfortable with the conditions recommended by the planning staff?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion? Yes.
With all the diagrams that you've provided us, which are very good, we don't have a diagram. We saw the phasing over the next 3 years, but we don't see it on a diagram of how you will break this project down. Could that be made available?
Absolutely, we can do that. Yep, we can give a phased-in diagram, and I think we could probably get that to the Planning Commission in a timely fashion. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Any other comments today? All right, hearing none. I'll close the public comment, public hearing, excuse me, and entertain a motion on this special use permit.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that special use permit S-08-23 be approved with the recommended conditions that were presented to us.
Support.
It's been moved and properly supported to approve the special use permit as presented with the conditions outlined. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Godfrey?
Yes.
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
Commissioner Springer?
Yes.
Commissioner Hughes?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Donnell?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yes.
Mayor Banky?
Yes.
Thank you. The motion has passed unanimously, and thank you again for your continued investment in our seniors as well as our community. Appreciate it. Thank you. Next on our agenda is old business. Is there any old business?
No old business.
Any new business today?
No new business.
Thank you. Are there any comments by the public at this time? Any comments by the public? All right. Hearing none, we'll move on to comments by staff.
Just like to introduce you all to CJ sitting next to me. CJ joined us about 2 weeks ago. CJ is the new planner for the city. So you'll be seeing them in future meetings here, presenting to you and providing you with staff reports and information on the items that you'll be considering in the future. So just wanted to welcome CJ and introduce you all. Other than that, no other comments.
And CJ's title?
Planner.
Planner, thank you.
Yep.
Any other comments from staff on this other side here? No? Any comments from the members, commissioners? Yes.
I would like to say this is my last planning commission meeting. So it's been an honor serving with all of you. I can't believe that it's been 6.5 years at this point through the pandemic. My wife, Caitlin, is expecting, well, we're expecting a baby here in a couple months. So I'm going to be spending time with the baby. So I hope to be back someday. Hope that you guys will have me back someday. But it's been a lot of fun. Appreciate it. And thank you, Linward Gray. I have to say, you were the one that convinced me to join forever ago. So I appreciate that.
6.5 years. Time flies.
So, thank you all.
Thank you for your service and congratulations on the coming new bundle of joy to your family. Appreciate your service on the Planning Commission for sure. Thanks for saying yes all those years ago. And yes, I'm sure that is echoed by our fellow commissioners, so thank you for your contributions. And yes, there might be opportunities in the future. We hope you will consider it when your time, I don't know.
I'll have a little more gray hair probably.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. But thank you so much. As our vice chair, I don't know if we need to handle that now or later, but I will ask for staff guidance on that.
Well, I thought about not accepting it.
That too, that too.
I just want to say, Cody, thank you very much for everything you've contributed to our community. I know that business-wise, you are pretty much involved with every new piece of business that comes into our community, and I thank you for that. Cody and I have already discussed his replacement, and we know it's going to be a challenge. It's always a challenge to find an architect to serve on the HDC and the Planning Commission, but Ted Deering's assured us that we're going to be able to find someone.
Promises, promises. Excellent. All right. What is the commission's pleasure as far as vice chair?
Commissioner Ward Gray, if I may, the bylaws.
Yes, please.
The bylaws provide that vacancies in office shall be filled for the unexpired term. In this case, there's a year to go on Mr. Newman's term by a regular election procedure at the next regular meeting.
Thank you so much.
Or a special meeting if you want to meet sooner.
No, that's okay. Thank you for that clarity. Any other commission members with comments? All right, hearing none, we are adjourned at 4:20.